see if I have audio now. I don't know why I wouldn't have audio. Oh, silent mode off. Okay, somebody come on and say if you can hear me. Oh, someone's there. Hi. Can you hear me? Can you please tell me if you can hear me? I'm gonna put on a necklace. Yay, you can hear me. I just tried to do a live and no one could hear me. I don't know why. So thank you for telling me. I just decided I needed a necklace. So maybe the other people will come back. I don't have anything planned. I'm somewhere in the desert in Arizona. Hi, Norman, yay. I'm somewhere in the desert in Arizona. Oh, yay. And it's raining right now, so we had to stop the fire with me and my new friends. I've got some great videos coming out for you very soon after I leave this area, and I can't wait for you to see them. I hope some of y'all watched that last video. I mean, maybe it was kind of boring, but it's just my life. And I'm gonna put my jacket on. I still don't have my debit card for those of you who watched that last video. I still don't have my debit card. And my friend Ann, who said I could use, yeah, the debit card. I had someone apparently stole my debit card number. So my bank, yeah, thanks. My bank shut it down, and thankfully so. Because, you know, that's it's connected to my bank account. It's not like a credit card, so they could have drained me dry if the bank hadn't caught it. So I'm very grateful to the bank. And then I was in Quartzsite, and my friend let me use her address, but she didn't. I thought initially she'd give me the wrong address, but she didn't tell me that they don't take mail from the post office. So, and I told her, well, I wanted it, and of course, if a bank's mailing something, it's gonna go through the post office. So I waited like 2.5 weeks for that, because the bank wouldn't send me another one until they got that one back in the mail. And now I found my friend Vince told me about this place here near where I am, and you can get like a free like mailbox for a period of time, and I think it's gonna probably be another week. Yeah, Vince. Y'all remember Vince? He's been on my channel. I've been camping with him recently. So I think it's going to be about another week till I can get my debit card, and then I can get cash and go to Los Algodones in Mexico and get my medications for the next year. I had been planning on going to Texas. I was supposed to be in Texas on March 16th to take my son camping, and clearly that's not happening. So I canceled that trip. I rented this beautiful yurt for my son. And then I was talking to him recently, and I said, you know, you're not doing anything this semester. Why don't you come out here, like for a month? And I tried to get him to come out before, like for a week, And I was telling him, like, if you come out for a month, yes, he can fly out to me. So I said, if you come out for a whole month, you'll get more of an idea what my life is like. So I need an antacid. So I do take him camping a couple of times a year, but it's like in state parks and things like that where he can have like a cabin or a screen shelter and he's near bathrooms. And I thought, I want you to see what my life is really like. If you come out for a month, we'll really camp. Activated charcoal. What for? What for, Norm? What do you use activated charcoal for? So he's going to come out and camp with me in May. And he's going to stay a whole month. And, oh, I see. Well, I just buy the, you know. Plus, it's a good source of calcium. So he's going to come out for a whole month. And we're going to go to New Mexico. Can y'all still hear me if I'm back here? Someone tell me if you can still hear me back here. I'm going to sit back on my couch. So, I feel like I want you closer, but I don't have a place to put you. Maybe I can put you on my computer. Hold, please. Yes. Glad you can hear me. But let's, ooh, that's a horrible angle. See if I could just hold it like this. That's so comfortable and convenient. Your friend Phyllis is very strange. I guess you're gonna have to go back over here, y'all. Sorry. I don't have another good place to put you. There's 9 people watching me just babble. So my son Chris, oh God, did I say Sean earlier? That's my other son, the bad one. So my son Chris is gonna camp with me for a month, and I think the thing that really slowed him down from that idea before was I don't have a flush toilet. I have a bucket. If you'll watch my channel, you know I have a bucket in a pee bottle. And that really put him off. And he just kind of, I said, look, I'll take care of the bag, and I got a diverter. I'm going to get a diverter. I've got one picked out. So once he was okay with using a bucket, he thought he could handle the way I camp. And I don't know how it's going to go, but I've picked out a big tent for him. And some of my friends are like, well, he's 21. He doesn't need a giant tent. But they're nomads, and they don't understand what it's like. Like, if you've always lived in a house with flush toilets and air conditioning and heat and, you know, kitchens and all that kind of stuff, that it's a huge change to just go out and live in a tent and poop in a bucket. It's huge. So I want it to go well, and I want him to have a good time. I want him to be as comfortable as possible. So you can actually buy tents that are like 6 feet high. And I'm going to get him one of those. I used to use a little, you know, pop-up umbrella tent. I mean, literally it's like poop. But, you know, that's me, and he's not me. So I'm going to get him a big tent, and it'll be like a room. And I'm going to get him a cot, and then he can put his stuff under the cot, and he can put one of my camp chairs in there, and I'm going to get him a little table. He can use like an end table. It broke. What broke? Did my stream break? Norman, yay, what broke? Can y'all still see and hear me? Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. The tent. My old tent? It did, but years ago. But you wouldn't know that. Are you just guessing? But yeah, I had this little Target, like little umbrella tent for like 20 years. And it had like duct tape all over it from me trying to patch it. But for a little Target tent, it did good. But you know, Chris isn't me, and he wants something, well, oh, did you? Chris wants something more comfortable. And, oh, good. I'm glad you can see and hear me. So I'm going to get a big tent and a cot and a little table. And I haven't figured out what else. Oh, I'm going to get him a lantern like mine. Y'all, I don't know. I should do a video on some of my stuff that I really like. Turn this off, you can see it. This is a Goal Zero lantern. By the way, I do not get sponsorships from this company. I think it was about 80 bucks, something around there. And you charge it on USB or you can crank it. And what I like about it is you turn it to the left, it only lights one side. Because usually, like, you know, in my van, you don't need it lit up on both sides. But this thing will get crazy, crazy bright. I mean, look at that. So I'm going to get him his own lantern so he'll have light. Let me put this back. Sorry, y'all. World's most awkward live. And, you know, one thing that was funny with Chris when like normies do, people in sticks and bricks, they like to change their clothes every day, clean clothes every day, shower every day, and clean pajamas every night. So I told Chris, look, I don't go to the laundromat every 5 days or every 4 days, and you're going to have to rethink the whole 2 outfits a day situation with clean clothes every day and clean pajamas at night. I said, clean drawers every day, absolutely, if you want to. I mean, I'm not saying I do that. Clean socks even, those are small, so, you know, they don't take a lot of room in the laundry or to wait for the laundry. But there's no 2 costume changes a day. It just won't work. And the shower situation, I said, just plan on not having one. Although I think, like, we could go to a state campground maybe 1 or 2 nights during the trip, and he could have a shower. But, like, I wash my hair in the sink, and I use a washcloth to get clean, and I feel pretty clean most of the time. So, I mean, suck it up. Right, y'all, suck it up. How many of y'all are full-time nomads? Are any of y'all full-time nomads? Nobody? Bird baths. Yeah, bird bath. Or my father used to call it a spit bath. And some people call it a sponge bath. But you know what? Every once in a while I do like to take a real shower. You're just dreaming for the future, Norman, yay. Sometimes I do like to take a shower and get really clean. But, like, just most of the time, I feel like I get pretty clean with the bird bath and washing my hair in the sink. Yeah. I waited till I sold my house the day after my son graduated high school. I think he was a little offended. I'm gonna put my lighter. I think he was a little offended. I said, I'm not leaving you, I'm leaving my house. Yeah, wet wipes. I use those too. Like, if there's a day I don't want to, like, do a full bath. I don't know where I put my lighter. Y'all, I would lose my head if it wasn't attached. What'd y'all do with my lighter? Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Where's my lighter? World's most awkward live stream. You know, I should... Oh, I found it. It was under my bra. Of course it was under my bra. In my snot rag. But I was just going to say something. I forgot what it was. Oh, I should advertise my live streams for finding out stuff about me I don't usually... by the ashtray. I don't usually reveal, because I don't usually post these impromptu lives after, because they're just super awkward, and I don't really give a coherent message like some YouTubers do. Look, y'all. Look at my roots. I just tend to do them when I'm wanting to talk to y'all. So, if anybody has any questions, I don't, like I said, I don't usually save these after. So, you guys should feel special because this probably won't be seen again. Actually, I'm being pretty normal right now, so maybe it will. That's how I would do it too, just casual. Yeah. I had this idea for lives that, like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, the old, like, webcam days. I wasn't, like, a webcam girl, but I had a webcam. Any story time about why the bad son is... Yes, I will tell you about that next. But anyway, I used to have, like, a webcam. You're kind of new to my channel? Or new to van life or new to my channel? No, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I used to have a webcam, and I made a little bit of money, not a lot. You bury your bathroom bags if you do it. Not that you can't bury a bag. Oh, you're new to my channel? Well, Norman, yay, maybe you'll check out some of my other videos. I think I'm kind of interesting. I mean, I'm not maybe the regular nomad YouTuber because I'm pretty goofy and I don't follow a specific format, but I just show you my life. So I used to have this webcam and people would like donate money and I had advertising but I didn't do anything special. I just had the webcam on and I would just kind of live my life. So I had this idea that like once a week, like maybe on Wednesdays, I would do a live and it wasn't like me sitting here just talking about something. I would have it mounted somewhere. We have a pretty good view of the whole van and maybe outside. And then I'd just be kind of living my life. I thought that might be kind of interesting in a way. Or it could be ASMR or just like kind of background noise in your life. I gotta stand up for a minute. So what do y'all think about having a live where you would watch that? Where it's just like me cooking and petting my dog and, you know, making the bed. And I think that might be interesting. It'd be like reality TV, but like seeing someone really live their life. I just thought it might be interesting. Oh, see, now my light's bad because I've got my little stick up high and oops, I'm caught. And my lantern. Y'all, lighting is so important, especially when you're my age. Ooh, I'm 60, and, you know, it's hard to look halfway decent. And lighting is huge, so no, I'm going to be in horrible light. Nomadic camping with endless weekends. Hello. Are you a full-time full-time nomad? Maybe I could do the person who just commented, are you full-time? Because I'm trying to learn how people live down in Quartzsite. Well, you don't want to learn that this year because it's about to get super hot here. But there's lots of regular videos on Quartzsite, just how to live there. But this year you don't want to try it. One of my viewers commented, like, I'm going to come down in a few weeks and see how it is. Like, no. No, Quartzsite is clearing out now. It's like in the 80s. Oh, a cargo trailer. I thought about doing that. And I think in a month it's supposed to be like, it'll get close to 100 in Quartzsite and in this area. So you don't want to come to Quartzsite now. I recommend coming like November at the earliest. I usually come in December. Oh, did you? Yeah, I've been here the last couple of years. So that's one reason I'm bummed about being stuck here. For those of you who came in late, I'm stuck in Quartzsite, the area, because my debit card number got stolen and I have to wait till I get my new one in the mail, and into a bad address. It had to go back. And caravan. Are you looking? I know a lot of people looking for caravans, and I don't know a lot of people who travel together. There are plenty of meetups you can go to, and if you see at the beginning of all my videos, I say, hello, my tribe, because I'm still looking for those people I can travel with like that, and I still don't have them. My buddy Vince, I wish he would want to do that, but you know, a lot of nomads are loners and introverts. No, I don't. I just got this notice from the bank and they said, is this your charge? And I said no. So anyway, oh yeah, but the other person was asking about caravans. So that person who asked, Flight Risk 60, that's an interesting name. That person who asked, are you thinking about being a nomad, or is there a reason you want a caravan? Can you answer again? I can't scroll back. I still haven't gotten this live stuff. I can only see my lives when they pop up and then they disappear. It is. Sense of community is important. Are you a nomad now, or you want to be a nomad? Because I can't guarantee you a way to have community all the time. I haven't found that. So you would like to go and travel to see your friend, but with other people? North Dakota's a hard one to get people to go with, but the best way to find other people is Facebook. Yeah, I got tired of my house too. Houses are expensive. They are. I feel blessed to have a house, but they're expensive to upkeep. I got tired of the yard work. And a couple of months before I moved, I had to pay $10,000 for a new roof. You know, houses are expensive. But I can't guarantee you a perfect way to find community. And you'll see in a lot of videos that people struggle with that. You have a 4-bedroom house. Well, you can sell your house. I sold my house 3 years ago. I sold everything I own in the world is in this van. The only thing I can say is go on Facebook and look for different groups for meetups and people looking to camp together. Most nomads are introverts. They are. And even someone like me who's more outgoing than most nomads are, I still need to have, I have to stand up again. I still need to have my own time where I can just be by myself. Ooh, oh my God, what? So, like in Quartzide's wonderful because there's always something going on in Quartzsite. Hot in Central California during the summer, yeah. But that's why I go to Quartzsite, is for the community. But I OD on it, and like once a week I have to just go sit by myself. So even someone like me who's more of an extrovert than most nomads, downsizing would be terrible. Well, then it's not for you. Downsizing is terrible for you. For the community, I'm following a few YouTubers, yeah. You mean follow like on YouTube, or you follow them on the road? I'm not quite sure what you meant. But if you can't give up your stuff, then maybe it's not right for you, and that's fine. Not everybody has to be a nomad. I admit it was hard for me to get rid of all my stuff on YouTube. Well, you can follow me on YouTube, Elizabeth. And so community, I think that's probably the hardest thing about being a nomad. Like, I know how to find water, I know how to get food, and I've got my power thing worked out, and my bathroom situation, but that's one thing you can't solve for yourself, is how to find other people that you get along with and that you want to be with and that want to be with you. Oh, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. But I'll admit it, it's hard. It's been 3 years for me, and it's still hard. But right now, I am so ready. I just rested my dog. You mean rescued? Yeah, I got my dog a year ago, October, I think. Subscribe to my channel. I know whenever I say it, it sounds like something naughty. He subscribed to my channel. But it can be a struggle. And Facebook there isn't really one. Oh, I have to read this one. But if you can't give up your stuff, you can't be a nomad unless you want to have a house. Yeah, there's plenty of people who are part-time nomads. They still have a house. Oh, thank you. Was that at the RTR? I remember taking a picture. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I have so been bad with my channel the last few months. I know I have. I'm going to try to do better. But I've had some health issues, which I guess I can tell y'all about if I don't post this video for after the live. I've got some major health issues, and they've hit me pretty hard the last couple of months. And I just haven't had the energy to do videos. And even if hello you, even if I had been able to, there was a couple months when I didn't do really anything but sit in my van. because I was sick. I was really sick. Oh, thank you. I was wondering if it looked like old lady here now. But I'm starting to come back, and I miss making videos, and I miss feeling better. I've had health issues for a long time, and I got COVID about a year ago. No, it's not. My original color is that dark at the bottom. But I got COVID last year, about a year ago, in a couple of months, and I don't know if I have long COVID or it just exacerbated my chronic health issues, but ever since then, life is harder, and, it's fine, but it's hard, and that's why I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately. And YouTube is a hungry beast that wants to be fed constantly, and I haven't been feeding it, and YouTube's starting to ignore me again. So, and if anyone wonders, I am monetized, but I don't make like what you'd call money. I make a little bit, but oh, thank you, sweetheart. But I really do it just because I enjoy it. If I did to make money, I would have given up a long time ago, because I'm probably making like a half a cent an hour. But I really enjoy it, and I just love that if I feel like talking about something, I can come on and talk to y'all, or make a regular video, and that's me talking to y'all. And it especially like when I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I've been alone for a long time, I feel like it's a way to connect with other people, because it can be really isolating when you're a nomad. It's not all meetups and caravans. Hello, Canada. Hi, Robert. There's a couple of Canadians I'm camping with right now. I can't wait to show you this rig. I did a rig tour with this guy yesterday. 50 cents a day on YouTube. You have a channel? I'll look for you. I'll sub your channel. This bus is incredible. No, I don't know where you heard that. The Quartzsite does not have a big crime problem. That's just not true. What was I just saying? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess it was boring if I forgot what it was. Oh, but isolation can be a problem, and I don't have a cure. If I had a cure for feeling isolated in van life, I'm sure my channel would be a lot bigger than it is. Oh, do y'all want to see Buddy? Ooh, if I stand. I kind of do like this. I was talking about this ring light earlier, but it's just, unless I hold it like right in front of my face. Oh, yeah. This amazing bus. He let me take a shower today. Bad son story time. Okay, I'll get back to that in a minute. But let me show you Buddy. I've got this stick with a little tripod on the bottom. I gotta move it up. Let's see how Buddy's doing. How's my buddy? How's Buddy doing? Buddy doesn't like the dark. Buddy puts himself to bed at night. And I check him in before I go to bed. Depressed and wanted men. You are so damaged. You really are so damaged. I hope y'all read that last comment. Oh, yeah. So I tuck Buddy in every night. I'm ignoring you, grotesque subhuman. I tuck Buddy in every night. I tell him I love him. Oh, good night. I'm gonna look up your channel. I tuck him in every night. I tell him nice things and I kiss him on the forehead. I know that's silly, but I love my baby. So now I'm holding you up. Y'all, my van is really messy right now. I did not clean up from dinner. I was just eating before I decided to do this. So my dinner stuff's still there. And that, y'all, that's my pee bottle, which is there because I need to take it outside and dump it out before I go to bed. And here's my iPad. This great mount. He is a great dog. But I love this mount. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. I love this mount for my iPad because I'm talking nonstop. I love this mount for my iPad. I love watching videos while I cook and eat dinner. And then at night, I move the, tripping over all these wires. I move that, look at my bed's a mess. Y'all, my sheets are like brown. I'm gonna be so sad to get in there tonight because I'm all clean from my shower. But I moved that mount right here and I can watch movies in bed. It's so awesome. And it's my couch. And oh, I don't think that, yeah, the video I just did, you could see the curtains I made for my kitchen area. Sometime I get a camera. Oh, thank you. Sometime get a real camera just so I can look at the middle of the screen. Y'all, it's so awkward. Look at where the camera is on your phone. I have to look like at the top left of my phone instead of in the middle. So that's why I'm always looking away, because I have to remember, oh, don't look in the middle. You gotta look at the corner of your phone. And let's see. I've got my curtains closed. I love these curtains, y'all. I love them. As if the weather's not bad, I don't have to put up my window screens because I can just close this curtain. I got these curtains at, I think, Target, and they're light blocking. They're not blackout, but they're light blocking. But that also means they're good with temperature. So, like, if it's really hot with the windows, it actually keeps a whole lot of it out. And I love that. Same thing with cold. So, that's why, oh, I guess is that fan too loud, y'all? I can turn it off. But I was smoking, so I keep the fan on. And my horrible bed. Oh, and this man gave me kettle corn today. Isn't that nice? Oh, those are nice. Are you a nomad, grotesque subhuman? I'm gonna give you a nickname because I don't like calling you that. I don't know why you have that horrible name. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down for a minute. So someone asked me where I was gonna be for the summer, and I don't know yet. I do know where I'm gonna be in May. I'm gonna be in New Mexico because my son's gonna come camping with me. After that, I'm not sure. I mean, that's the thing about my life. I just follow good weather, and I may look for a meetup. I'll probably be ready for another meetup by summer, although I am pretty much kind of full up with meetups. And even here where I am now, I've got, and it's wonderful, lots of people. Jasher, I'm not gonna remember that. A couple years ago in Quartzsite, the Solos gathering. Okay, I missed that. We spoke at a dinner. I'm sorry, I can't see my live chats after. They just come up for a minute and they disappear. But I'm glad I met you. I'm sorry I couldn't read the rest of it where I met you. But are y'all getting bored yet? I know I'm just kind of babbling. I'm so clean. I've got my cute little dress on. I wish I could show you, but it's been hot here. But now with the rain, it's cold. It's cold today or tonight. Ugh. Y'all, I want to get a black light, a black flashlight. I've got this outfit that is supposed to glow when a black light's shining on it, but I don't have a black light. It's a one-piece Mexico. No, New Mexico. New Mexico I'm going with my son, not Mexico. My buddy. Boy wants some attention. Boy wants some attention. Boy's such a good boy. Boy's such a good boy. So I think I might start doing that live chat. I don't know how many of you who are here now were here before when I was talking about maybe doing live chats on Wednesdays that aren't like me talking, but just me having a camera up and just kind of living my life. Like background noise kind of. What do you think, buddy? What do you think, buddy? Boy's such a good boy. Let me show you. Oh! Oh, my lantern just landed in my soup. Oh, well. No. Okay, I was going to clean off later, but y'all, I got to clean up. My lantern just tipped over into my soup bowl. I didn't finish my soup. So I'm going to clean this off. Can you hear me? Happy birthday. Aww. Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Smoke with all the Canadians. The guy with the bus who let me shower today, he's Canadian. Let me just try to get this off the lantern. This is real nomad life, y'all. Real nomad life. You know, I get so irritated when I see some of the other YouTubers' channel. Well, I should have just given it the rest to Buddy. When I watch other YouTubers' channels and they make everything look wonderful and perfect all the time, and that's just not what it's like. It's just not. You know, van life is messy. It's messy. It's dirty. Like, my fingernails always look like I've been digging in the dirt. I was looking for you Wednesday. I don't know what that means. You were looking for me Wednesday. Whatever that means. So van life is messy, and I think those YouTubers who act like everything's beautiful and wonderful all the time are doing a disservice, because there are people who watch nomad videos to decide whether or not they can do it and to figure out how to do it. I did the same thing. So if you're putting out there like false information, like making it look pretty and clean all the time, you're doing a disservice for the people who watch your channel, who are really looking for information. And I don't do that, so which is why you just saw me cleaning off my lantern that landed on my soup. But you know, that's the kind of thing that can happen in your house too, right? Sorry, I have RLS. Oh, did I sit on you, buddy? Can I sit right here, buddy? I have RLS. It's restless leg syndrome. And it sounds like nothing, but it's torture. And I have to move all the time or I'm in pain. And it's mine is like severe, and I have seizures from it too. It's a neurological disorder, kind of similar. So I really hate that name, restless leg syndrome, but it's really torture. And if you want to cry, you should. I could film, like, what it's like for me that last hour trying to go to bed, trying to go to sleep, crying, and poor buddy's used to me moaning and weeping in pain. Anyway, that was fun. So my channel is totally real. Oh, I thought you meant you were like looking for me. Ah, yes. Oh my God. You were someone else that had weight loss surgery. I remember that. Pickle juice. No. Yes, I remember. Yes, it was someone's birthday. I totally remember that. And yeah. Yes, we talked about what it was like having it and how I remember that you said you didn't normally tell people that you'd had weight loss surgery. I think I'm remembering that right. Oh, my neck. Ugh. Oh, hold on, y'all. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I do absolutely remember that. I think it was pizza. And, oh, girl, I have a story about the guy. If you ever, send me an email. Do you remember the guy that, well, you probably don't know what guy I'm talking about. Send me an email. I'll tell you a story about that guy. But yeah, I didn't really understand. But do you know what guy I'm talking about? Nice looking guy. He was the one who was hosting all the time. Do you remember that guy? Yeah, well, I got a story. Not so great. Not so great. But that's not for this live. Yeah. Oh, and he had that beautiful van. And he always had, like, booze and snacks and... Well, but it's kind of interesting. If you watch my channel... Yeah. If you watch my channel, you'll see I get into situations and... I'd say a lot of them on my channel, like getting bit by the wolf dog, getting swatted in New Mexico, what else? Swimming naked in Lake Mead. But there's a lot of stuff that happens that I don't put on my channel because it's, well, first of all, it's a lot. And second, I don't shame other people on my YouTube channel unless they're people who've just like really done horrible things. Like that lady Linda at Van Aid last year who was just, I don't know if any of y'all have watched those videos, but she accidentally recorded me. I can't remember his name either. Yes, very handsome. But what was it saying? Was it about Linda? She accidentally, after she gained my trust, accidentally recorded me saying something very personal, very intimate about my life and my past and stuff and my thoughts and whatever. Yes, I did. And then she accidentally sent everyone she knew at Van Aid that video that she recorded. So that kind of person I will name and shame, although I didn't give her last name. But like the thing with that guy, I have to be careful about, like, is it really bad enough to expose you to YouTube? I'm used to comments and the reactions, and civilians, they're not. So I'm very careful about naming people, but the man was not, I'll just say he was not honorable. And let's see, how can I say this? Well, let's just say I left my rug and chair there and skedaddled out for my own safety. Let's just say that. You know, maybe I need to start doing my members only stuff more. Because maybe I could talk about that story on members only. Because I don't, you know, most people look at my channel for, yeah, me too. I'm sorry to hear about you. Just saying. No, not yet. I have not gotten my meds yet. I'm still waiting on my debit card. But I think I should, well, first I have to get my regular channel going, and then I should start doing more videos from, and change my members only. Like right now for $2 a month, which is insane, you can be a member and see all my videos. I think I'm going to change those levels, because $2 is silly. I mean, $2. That's like, I mean, it doesn't even get you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. One guy yelled at you about your dog barking, and no, the guy when I was camping. I know. You're right. Who wants to pay now? So, flight risk. Definitely I will not raise the cost until I start giving really good content on my members only. What kind of information? Like, I'm not sure. I've never been a member of someone else's channel, so I'm not sure like what they do on their members only that's like worth paying for. The stuff I've been putting on my members only has been stuff that's been a little risque, or like I knew I only have a few members, so I can tell these 4 people this story because no one else is going to see it. So what kind of content would attract you for members only? Or if you're a member of any other channel, what attracts you to being a member on their channel? I'd love to hear y'all's opinion. I really would. Nobody? So what I'm thinking about is like stuff, well, like the more risque content. Hear the stories. Yeah. But I would have to do that in a way that didn't identify him. Like you would know who he was, but I don't want to, you know, I have to be careful about, like there's this one video I have my members only where I've had 2 marriage proposals on both wealthy men, and I did put, that's on my members only, and I did put their pictures there, but I blocked out their eyes. I'm not really sure that's enough. I wonder if I should just take that picture down. Name change. I don't remember his name anyway. But like maybe, well, I'll tell y'all, and y'all tell me because you're thinking about possibly being a member, and you pointed out that I don't have content, which is correct. I'm gonna sit back down. But no, I don't like that. Move it again. Here, oh, like world's most awkward live stream. You would what? Be a member? If I had sexual content. I have had 3 attempts at sex. Attempts, yeah. they were attempts in the last year, or 3 years since I've been on the road. Before that, I hadn't had sex in, well, it's been 10 years. 10 years. And I think the encounters I had would make interesting stories for y'all. Like one of them's that situation that we were just talking about. And, well, I'll tell y'all, since I probably won't post this, if you watch, yeah, 10 years, baby. If you watch that video I did where I cut that guy's hair, that guy I had an encounter with. And he was, I think he was 34. And I was like, why do you like me? I'm 60. I keep getting these young guys. Yeah, well, 10 years. 10 years, baby. I gotta stand up again. I wish I didn't have to. But my knees. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna try moving the... Sorry, y'all, I'm gonna move you around. I need to move, so I'm gonna back it up. I gotta move my soup bowl. I just missed whatever you just wrote. I'm sorry, it went by before I read it. Can you put it up again? Usually I have my son on my lives, and I have him on the phone, and then he reads out my... I don't have pain meds. I used to get codeine for my RLS, but after all the addiction issues, doctors stopped or got really nervous about prescribing codeine. Before codeine, I got Darvocet, and they took Darvocet off the market. I love Darvocet. It didn't make... I don't get that people take codeine for fun. I don't like the way it makes me feel. It makes my head feel funny. But yeah, I can just go to sleep. But because the addiction situation, doctors are reticent to prescribe codeine. So I don't have pain medication. And yeah, so it is what it is. Gummies help me a lot. Pot. Like, I have medication for my RLS, which helps a lot. Like, it gets me halfway there. No, RLS doesn't just go away. You didn't have RLS, you had something else. So my medication gets me like halfway there. And then pot. Gummies specifically get me another 30% of the way there. But since I don't have any cash, I don't know if y'all are in states where pot's legal, but in a dispensary, you have to pay with cash. And I don't have any cash. So I've been without gummies. Somebody gave me some weed recently, but I like the gummies because it's a slow burn. I used to take like a half a gummy in the morning and a half a gummy at night, and sometimes one in the middle of the day. Half. And then it's like a slow burn. It takes like an hour and a half to come up. And then I don't get high. I just feel better. And that's all I want. I don't want to get high. I just want this buzzing in my muscles and this pain to give me a freaking break. Because I'm in pain probably 40% of the time. That's the average. Some days are like 80-90% of the time. And it colors your whole life. So anyway, that's enough about that. That was depressing. So I love that there are 8 people here and I'm just not doing anything. You know, I need to like plan these and advertise them, but if for y'all who've watched any of my lives before, and I'm gonna blame YouTube for a lot of this, because for the orientation thing, I set it to horizontal rotation. And I set it up for a schedule for later. And then when I go back on to start the live stream, it's vertical. And that's not me, that's YouTube. So there's not much point. I mean, I'm doing this because I'm enjoying it, but if you really want to do a live that benefits your channel, you want to be able to schedule it ahead of time. And YouTube keeps improving their interface and changing stuff. Aw, thank you. You almost turned this off. You mean me? Am I boring? Y'all have not seen, you know, I could do a members only and just put up all my lives, because I have this one live that's like 3 hours long, and I may have been smoking and drinking, and like I was talking about shit you would not believe, and it went on for like 3 hours. That video is not up. I still have it. I could put that on my members only. Y'all would die. I mean, I was just like talking about my ex-husband, his sexual predilections, and all kinds of other stuff. But I could do a series about finding love and sex, or just sex on the road as a nomad for my members only. I think that might be interesting. At least just my stories. Oh, my knees. You know what? I'm gonna take my med. It's actually not early. I actually should have taken it earlier. I usually take this, or supposed to take it like an hour and a half before I go to bed. This is the one I absolutely have to get in Mexico. Go down. Sorry, y'all. And then I have another one for seizures, because when my RLS is really bad, I have seizures, and usually they're only my upper body, and oh God. Yeah, so do I. And I don't know why I'm talking about my health. That's boring. Boring. I gotta get a pretty sweater or something. I mean, I like this jacket, but it's, I wouldn't call it pretty. But I'm clean, y'all. If it was warmer, I would do a costume change. Yeah. Aww. In that long ass live video I did that I didn't post after, I had like costume changes. Well, you've seen my whole van. I've got stuff up here, like my underwear, my socks, and my shorts and my socks. You can see how low it is. Usually I have this stacked up to the ceiling. Well, you can't see it. But I'm almost out of clean clothes. And then I have my shirts over here and my underwear. I'm Andy. Huh? Oh. I do have good stories. And thank you so much. That was so sweet for that kind gift. I've got lots of stories about lots of different kind of things. Like we were just talking about how I might start putting more of my recent interactions with other people on my members only. I could have like a Sex on the Road series. He was waiting for your bad. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank you. My bad son story. I thought you were thinking about something more scandalous. So, I actually have, I think I have that on my members only. A story about my son. Because I kind of want, my son's a big shot. See, now it's getting chilly. I was 18 when I had my son. It was just before my 19th birthday. And, oh, thank you. And, you know, nice white girls didn't keep their babies. And I just, well, I was gonna, oh my God, you remembered his name. That sounds right. So, I was very young, and nice white girls didn't keep their babies. And I was planning on giving him for adoption, but the father said he was adopted and he wanted me to keep the baby. By the way, I was in college. I started college when I was 17 years old. And so he convinced me to keep the baby, and then he disappeared. And then I had in my head that I was going to get to keep my baby. By the way, any woman who gives up a baby is the most generous, loving person on the planet, because when that baby's in your belly, you don't want to. So anyway, I moved in with my mom, and my mom, you did too. That's maybe more normal at that time to start college that early. Now people are in high school till they're like 19. Yes, I did keep him, and so anyway, I bring this. I mentioned how young I was because, and people saying I should give him up because I made a decision to keep him when I did. I decided that I would be as good of a mom as any mom had ever been. And every decision I made for the next 18 years or whatever was for him. And I did a good job. And I put him through college. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment, and my son Sean had the bedroom, and I slept on the couch. I could have had a 2-bedroom, but I got a college fund. I put my son through college and through his master's program. After that, I said, you're paying for your own PhD. But then he is now a big shot in the music world. And, oops, I dropped my lighter. I guess I can tell y'all who he is right now because I probably won't post this later. He's in the Coast Guard Band. He's the arranger. No, my son, Sean, stopped talking to me about 10 years ago. Yeah, that's why he's the bad son. Y'all, and this is insane. Give me a minute. He hasn't spoken to me in 10 years. I have been through, like, my life before it was like movie bad. If you've watched any of my videos about before, like the KKK and my grandfather, I mean, my life has been movie bad. the worst thing that ever happened to me was when my son said he never wanted to speak to me again. I found out I have 4 grandchildren on Google. I Google my son every once in a while. I'm looking, you know, see what he's doing and stuff. And I have 4 grandchildren. I also saw a video of my son playing. Yeah, a little bit. I also saw a video of my son playing at the White House. Yeah, my son played at the White House at a tree lighting ceremony. And, well, now you can look him up, because, I also found out, do y'all know, and if y'all want to hang up right now, you can, because I'm going to say something bad about Trump. That shithead. That idiot. Danger to our country. Started that stupid Space Force in his first term. Y'all remember the Space Force? Y'all remember that? So every branch of the military has a theme song. And the Space Force does too, even though it's fake. So, you want to guess who wrote that? Someone guess right now. Who wrote that? Who wrote the theme for the Space Force? The music, the official music for a branch of the military of the United States. Someone, come on, y'all. Who have I been talking about? No one's gonna guess? Yes. My son wrote that with another person. So, you know, if there's anyone who should have bragging rights about their kid, it should be me. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. But I feel horror and shame and anger and pride and bitterness and betrayal all at the same time. But I was a great mom. I was a great mom to him. I was a great mom. And I've been looking up, oh, sweetheart. I've been looking up, like, old friends, you know, the last couple of years, because my health issues and stuff. And I met up with my old friend Wendy from college. I don't know if I can. I mean, there was to forgive. He won't talk to me. Yeah. I don't blame you. They only hurt you. So I met up with this friend I was in college with, and I told her about Sean not speaking to me, and she said, you made so many sacrifices for him. She said, because I went back to college after I had him. So I could give him a good life. And Wendy said, he would eat chicken and you would eat potatoes. I mean, I was a single mom and I put myself back through school, but I didn't have enough money for food, so I ate almost nothing but potatoes for 4 years. But my son always had food. And when I graduated, sorry y'all, when I graduated, you know, the FBI tried to recruit me, not for, well, for my math skills, believe it or not. I was a biology chemistry major, but the FBI tried to recruit me. And, God, I wanted to do it so bad. I wanted to be an FBI agent. But when you join the FBI, it's like the military. You don't get to pick where you go. And I moved around all the time when I was a kid. Every year or two we moved when I was a kid. And I didn't want to do that to Sean. I mean, it was brutal. And so I gave that up for him. And like I said, the one-room apartment, the college fund, and oh, I'm so sorry, honey. But that he won't talk to me. The only thing he ever really said was I was a nag. I said, well, I'm a mom. Moms are just nags. I mean, freaking get over it. My mother was a horrible mother, and I made peace with her and took care of her at the end of her life. And you don't talk to me because I'm a nag? I mean, what the F is that? So, it's... No, I don't forgive him. He needs to apologize to me. You know, I've thought about driving up to his house. I know where he lives. I found his address. I tried to find his phone number, actually a few months ago or a year ago. I paid, you know, the White Pages premium thing, and I got a phone number. I don't know if it was his or not. All I got was voicemail, and he didn't call me back. I actually tried to contact my dad last year. My father and my sister and my brother don't speak to me, nor does my first son. But anyway, that's just too depressing. But if that's the story you're thinking about, that kind of story. But I have stories like that on my channel now. Like, have any of y'all seen that video about the KKK? Nobody... I can't believe people don't watch that. I guess it looks just scary or something, or it's not about being a nomad. Yeah. Like, when I wanted to go visit my dad, I was in Florida last year, and I realized I was like an hour away from where he lives, which I only know because of Google. And I found his address, and I was going to show up at his house. Oh, have you really? But it's a gated community, so I couldn't just show up to his house. So I tried to, the only number I could find was his wife's like work number, and I called her, and she could not have been sweeter. If Perla, if you ever see this, thank you for your grace. My father's wife's name is Perla. She said your father said he never wants to have anything else to do with you. And I could tell it. She kept saying, I'm sorry it's like that. She was very kind. She was very kind. And you know, after that phone call, it was, yeah, she was very, very kind. But that phone call, even though I didn't get to talk to my dad, I figured I think she was in the room with him. Sorry. And I think he told her to say that. And she was so kind, and it was closure that I tried, and that he said no, and he was horrible father. And it's kind of funny that I'm begging him to talk to me. But you know, when you get older and and you start thinking about your own death, you want to see people, you want to wrap things up. And that's all the closure I'm going to get from that. But it was something. It was something. It really was. I'm sorry. My brother and my sister, I'm not even going to try. So that person who watched all my videos, did you watch that KKK one? I did. I tried to do what's best. And I'm sorry for the people who are commenting that I don't remember your names. But like I said, the live chat scrolls through and I can't, and then it disappears. I can't figure out how to see it on this screen. So the person who said they watched all my videos, did you watch the KKK one? See, there's a story. You want to hear stories? That's a pretty good story, I have to say. If any of y'all haven't watched that, I had an encounter with the KKK when I was 19, and my son was a baby. My son Sean, and, well, I'm not going to go into it because it's upsetting, but yeah, it's a wild story. It's a very wild story. So my movie's been, my life's been like a horrible lifetime, horrible movie. And now I'm out here. Yeah. It's at least interesting. You know, I tried to make myself look cute for this live. And now I'm completely covered up. Oh well. So, are y'all ready to hang up yet? It's been 82 minutes. But I know there's 13 people, but y'all probably, I know you, like, some fall off and I get new ones. So, does anyone have any questions? My type of man. Not you. Not you. How's that? I mean, I couldn't never, like, how do you take someone seriously named grotesque subhuman? Oh, thank you. I feel like I am entertaining. I mean, I'm kind of a live wire, right? I know, always does. And sometimes I have to kick him off because he's very, very naughty. But he's being sort of okay tonight. Haven't I, grotesque? Whatever your name is, I forgot your name. Haven't I almost kicked you off before? I tell him he has to be nice, or I'm going to kick him off. I think he likes it when I chastise him. Oh. So, I don't know. I mean, I could do, like, old stories on members only, but I don't know if anyone would be interested, because, you know, y'all are looking for nomad stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he shows up on my lives. In Cloudcroft. Where did we meet? Where did we meet in Cloudcroft? Yeah. So what do y'all think about my hair? Y'all know I usually keep it really short. Oh, you're new. Yeah, I'm very authentic. I'm very authentic, clearly. Clearly authentic. So what do y'all think? I mean, I usually keep it super short, but I'm letting it grow, and it's just kind of, it's all over the place and crazy. I'm not sure. Or does it look like old lady hair? It's always blonde, baby. It's always blonde. Is it? Does it look like an old lady hairstyle? So, yeah, I mean, the pink was fine, I guess, but I had my hair pink for a while. I don't know if y'all saw that, but no, I'm not going pink again. In fact, I totally need to dye my roots. Look at that, y'all. Look how, that's a lot of growth. But, man, it's just been so crazy lately. And I gotta get my meds in Mexico. And then I'm gonna start heading east because it's March now, and I'm gonna be camping with my son Chris, the good one, in May in New Mexico. I don't want to tell you where right now because I don't, you know, I should be more careful about revealing where I am, but I actually wouldn't mind. Like, I mean, I had a meetup at Quartzsite. Yeah, I didn't like it either. I had a meetup at Quartzsite and one person came, so it's not like I'm not willing to meet y'all, but y'all don't come. Okay, I like dudes with long hair. That's cool. When is your birthday? In October. A Libra. Not that it matters, because that's all superstition. Are y'all ready to hang it up yet? I feel like I'm being boring. Hey, buddy. What's up, baby? Was I sitting on your foot? Was I sitting? I love this dog. Well, you said we met. Where'd we meet? You're such a good boy. Boy's such a good boy. Boy's such a good boy. Yeah. Well, I think so. If you wanna. Oh, I feel like I'm getting boring now. I probably have been boring this whole time. But I guess we could say goodnight. Yeah, it's been almost an hour and a half. And I'm so glad that y'all decide to spend your time hanging out with me. I'm always humbled that people take their time to watch my videos. There's so many things that you'd be doing in your, oh, hi Stan. There's so many things you could be doing in your life right now, and so many things you'd be watching on YouTube, and you're watching me. And I'm just always so honored that you take your time to watch my gums flap. And I really mean that. I really mean that. And I appreciate all of you for being there with me and for being with me on my journey. I really, really do. It means something to me. It really does. So I'll say goodnight to each and every one. If you'll, so I'm going to say goodnight to Norm and Vay. Keeping you so kind. And come on, make a comment and I'll say goodnight to you. I wish I could see my comments longer. Okay, so all the people who are still there, I would say goodnight to you, to your name, but good night, Norman Vay. Are you two people or one? Good night. Someone else there say good night to me? No? Okay. So I'll say good night, and let's just finish it off with saying good night to Buddy. Boy's such a good baby. You sure? Mommy does. Mommy loves Buddy so much. Yes, Mommy does. Mommy loves Buddy so much. Boy's such a good boy. Boy's a good boy. Yes, Buddy is Boy's a good boy. Yes, Buddy. Good night, darling. Oh, gotta get his, he likes to have his nose covered up, so I've got to give him some. Gotta tuck him in. I tuck him in every night. But he says good night. Flight risk, good night. Good night. I'm tired too. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.